But what easily mopped the best praise scene is this little show. 10 episodes? Finished it in a day and a half. Beef. You've
Nice.
seen it over on Twitter, and for right reasons. I didn't realize we were playing no copyright, but it turns out you can upload entire feature-length clips.
Scenes.
The entire
the
thing
moment that the show is
and,
released.
and look, for good reason. If you've seen that clip of Steven Yeun just going full Hillsong
Losing it.
praise worship, you need to watch this show because it hits harder in the context. This is a show that premiered over at South by Southwest. Yeah, we're really iffy on going to go see premieres because you're only getting like 1 or 2 episodes. They denied us even screeners for this. They're like, no, you got to wait. They had everything invested on H Mart selling actual Netflix beef packages. I don't know if you saw that. That was crazy.
I did.
But the show delivers, man. I thought this hit on all cylinders. It's a whopping 351 minutes. They are logging it at this moment in time as a miniseries, and I hope it stays that way. I understand a season 2, but I think it is perfect just wrapping it up as it's been. I finished the whole thing. Out of what you've seen, Zach, what do you think so far?
Yeah, so I only had a chance to catch the first 3 episodes. I am very hungry to catch more beef, though, because it's really, really good so far. I think not only is it kind of like very exciting to see both Steve Yeun and Ali Wong in these types of roles that are maybe a bit more playing a bit more like despicable characters than we're used to seeing them in, and Ali also in a bit more of a dramatic context than we're used to seeing her in. But it also plays off of some relatable elements. I mean, I think we've all, if you've spent any time behind the wheel of a car, you've had those road rage moments where like it occurs to you, like, I guess I could like escalate this, but I don't know if I should. But I think it does also
10 episode relationship.
Exactly. But it also does like a really interesting job of making their anger be more than just anger. There's clearly like so much self-loathing involved in these characters. And like, you're obviously further along in the story than me, so you've discovered those secrets that I've yet to get to. But I think it's just so clear that while it is about this road rage incident, it is about so much more than that at the same time. And at least through those first 3, they've done a really good job of balancing them both, of making their characters feel really fully rounded and fully realized. And it's got a really great mixture of kind of fun, subversive elements and just real high stakes drama.
They were both on Tuca and Birdie too, right? Because they have
insane
they were
chemistry. Dating on Tuca and Birdie on the show. Yeah.
All right. Look, I'm gonna put it to you this way. I think Ali Wong is funny. I think her stand-ups are good.
Mm-hmm.
She's an actress, bro. From this, I'm gonna see what else she's got pulled up over here. Between this, her role in Paper Girls, the movie
Always Be My Maybe.
I think she's a better actress than she is a stand-up comedian.
She's an incredible performer.
Bro,
like even in her stand-up, you can tell she's got the performance aspects of it is great.
Nah, give her more acting roles. That's right. She's even like one of the officers in Birds of Prey. I'm supportive of that one right there. Nah, if she's barely entering that side of her career, it's nothing but up, dude. I think she kills it in that. And Steven's been solidified. So when that scene happens in episode 3, if I'm not mistaken, let's go, dude. The way they write these characters is just beautiful. I like how you were saying that they're allowed to be despicable. They're allowed to just, get into the psyche of these characters who are completely depressed, right? They're eating 4 Burger King original chicken sandwiches. Just the ending of that first episode alone, I think, should be enough to hook a lot of people because it hooked me. Just that one expression that a character makes after all of these altercations. You also have a stacked cast alongside these two because not only do they hate each other because of this road rage, but she's also going through a lot of stuff in real life. I don't know if you know this. Ali Wong plays a character in here whose partner is the son of a very famous person. A painter, in fact. So her paintings are kind of... they don't really get enough attention over here. Really quick, Joseph Lee. I knew a moment I saw him. The brother in Searching, bro. He was the brother in Searching. Yeah. I know you like The Short Raspberry. Hey, shout out to the man, Joseph Lee. Yeah. He's been doing good work. He does a great job here. So very cool. Search up Ali Wong, bro. Won't you know, on Ali Wong's wiki, she just so happens to have somebody who gets highlighted in blue. Why would
Uh-oh.
somebody get highlighted and oh, you don't even see your husband over here. I'm trying to find him. Oh no, I had it marked over here. When she got married, she ended up marrying the son, who ends up being he's the nephew of Nam June Paik.
Oh, really?
So when I'm watching this character
in theaters now.
Yes, great recommendation. I am watching the series. I go to search her up because I know that her and her husband's divorce has been kind of like a big play in her
Yeah.
stand-up. So to see it be a thing here, I'm surprised I can't pull this up or where her partner might be. But it was Blue before, bro.
Yeah, his last name is Hakuta, Hakuta, if that helps you
Let's
control
Google this,
F it.
man. Justin Hakuta. His uncle, yeah. So this is like a big part. I don't want to ruin her stand-up, but you can see it there. Grandparent, Pike. I'm going to go to the father. His father was already an inventor. I'm like, oh, okay. You must be playing off your own. Man, when I find out that they're actually related to Nam June Paik, I thought that was crazy right there. Relatives. This guy, his father. Ali Wong, his
That's so
daughter-in-law.
funny.
Nam June Paik, his uncle. Where's your son? If you listen to her stand-up, this has to be the biggest punchline for the boy. I feel so bad for him. But again, there's a little intertwine there between the two, between her personal life and what you see in the movie. And I thought that was crazy. But again, a big shout out Nam June Paik. Fantastic documentary, as Zach said, out of Sundance. It's playing right now. It just added a whole other level to the series. On top of that, I want to give another shout out to the artwork that you see at the beginning of the series.
Yeah.
Is beautiful. It's like this opening title, really easy score as it intros, all of it done by David Cho. I knew I had recognized him in there because he was in the Roadrunner doc. He had done a lot of stuff for Anthony Bourdain. He was in LA Originals. This is the dude who did the murals for Facebook back in the day because the Napster dude told him to and they were all explicit. Then he had to redo them because they were like, hey, we don't want it to be that bad. And Zuckerberg's like, how can I pay you? He took stock in Facebook pre-08. When that thing cashed in, it was a ridiculous amount. His acting is great. His artwork is even better because it's his artwork at the beginning of every title sequence and it corresponds to the emotions of said episode.
It's great.
Zach, I haven't rated Beef. I love Beef. If you have not seen Beef, go watch Beef. I'm giving it a 4 right now easily. I am tempted to go up to a 4.5. I am tempted to go up to a 4.5 on a rewatch because there's so much more that I could pick into. I think it's one of the best things Netflix has released. Honestly, at South by, they were giving out pedicabs for free. We had nowhere to go. Like, we had another screening at the same time. I should have hopped on that, gone around the block just to get some footage. They all knock it out of the park. The needle drops. I thought they were a little too much at first.
Yeah.
I'm big against all this 80s hype. Now we're in the 90s thing, and we've had a couple episodes of Yellow Jackets. Hey, I got a couple flags out. The Yellow Jackets is trying a little too hard with the 90s references. I'm a 90s boy. I said I was going to be consistent with it. I think they worked in Beef. That's me being completely unbiased. I am not connected to half of those songs, but I know the era. So I'm telling you, at a certain point, it felt like On the Count of Three. The way that it was used for that movie. It's a really good show, man. Please finish it.
They do a really good job of dropping those songs in points where it's not just, hey, that's a reference. It's, this is actually the feeling of the characters in the moment. And it particularly works when you get how silly it is that they're using this ridiculous 90s early 2000s song to like embody those emotions in that moment. But like,
yes, sir.
I don't know, I kind of love the hoobastank of it all. I think they use those little bits of references, those little bits of pop culture extremely well, and they don't go overboard on Beef. So I'm digging it. You said you dig it a lot. Are you gonna knock that 4-star down to 3.5 if they announce a season 2?
Ooh, I don't know if it would. That would be dependent on what they do in season 2. It's a solid 4. It can only go up on a rewatch, and I'm hoping that a new one will make it better. But we'll see.